Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Shreya Dhondial. Today, India's men's hockey team scripted history in Tokyo. They have won a medal at the Olympics after 41 long and frustrating years. Yes, it's a bronze, it's not a gold, but look at what this bronze has done. It has got a cricket-obsessed nation to sit up and pay attention to hockey. The unofficial national sport that had fallen off India's mind space now had 1 billion plus people cheering on the hockey team this morning. Almost overnight, players who most of India didn't know or care about have become heroes. Heroes on whom the revival of Indian hockey now rests. Not to forget the women's hockey team that is poised to enter history books as well as it bouts with Britain for bronze tomorrow. Let's start though with the thriller of a game today and how Team India got here despite a series of disappointments. Those nail-biting last 6 seconds seemed like eternity as India gave away a penalty corner in the bronze medal playoff at Tokyo. But the stalwart of Indian hockey, Shrijesh, stood rock solid and saved the goal of his life to win the match for India, sending billions, including his family, into raptures. It was India's first hockey medal since the 1980 Moscow Games, ending a drought of 41 long years. The historic achievement was yet to sink in as a proud team stepped out to meet the press.
We deserve this because we have been working really hard. We was happy and everyone just hugging everyone and not saying nothing, just crying, and most of the people, players. And because it's a huge moment for everyone.
The European giants, who have won back-to-back gold medals in 2008 and 2012, launched a relentless attack all through the game. But in their hearts of heart, the men in blue knew today's match was not just a match. It was much more than that. The coach, Graham Reed, asked them to bring the next level of play if they were down. And they did exactly that.
Coach also told everyone, just focus on your game and just play your way and play simple. Trust your structure and trust yourself. And we will score more goals. And that's what happened. We were 3-1 down and we didn't give up.
Trailing 1-3, they mounted a fight back as if it was now or never. It was their moment of redemption. India kept its calm after conceding 3 goals in the first half. While Simranjeet Singh scored 2 goals, Hardik Singh, Harmanpreet Singh and Rupinder Pal Singh scored 1 each. With the match poised evenly at half-time, Rupinder and Simranjeet scored 2 goals to put India on top.
Germany is a really great team. Okay, scoring against them, because as they are having a really great defense, scoring against them is really difficult. So, but the way the boys of Buddha fed today, it was amazing.
The bronze medal didn't come easy. They had to bounce back from a 1-7 humiliation at the hands of Australia in the second group game. India won 4 matches before losing to world champions Belgium in a top-class semi-final clash. Today's historic game was not created in a day or in the last 10 days. It has been in the making for a long time now. It came after a lot of sacrifices that the whole group has made. Staying away from families for long periods of time during the pandemic and in some cases even battling COVID-19. Sponsors looked away as India hurtled from one defeat into another after the 1980 gold. In 2018, Odisha's Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, who just by the way was a hockey goalkeeper in his school days, stepped in and signed a 100 crore deal to sponsor the men's and women's hockey teams over the next 5 years. Today, Naveen Patnaik was one of the first to congratulate the team.
Many congratulations to our hockey team. The whole of India is so excited, as is Odisha, of course. We are all behind you and we wish you the very best.
In the absence of any competitive hockey match in the last 6 months because of the pandemic, the team trained together, saw all games of all teams and noted every small detail for glory in the Tokyo Olympics. This is India's 3rd bronze and 12th Olympic hockey medal, most hockey medals by any country. For an indebted nation of 1.4 billion, this bronze will glitter more than any gold medal. Tokyo marks the rebirth of Indian hockey. And the next step is world domination. With NC Satpathy in New Delhi, I'm Shreya Dhondial. What today's win has also done is breach a psychological barrier, a hurdle that we had failed to cross in the last 40 years. Now what is needed is to build on this momentum, to make hockey an aspirational sport like cricket or tennis. Can it be done? Yes, of course it can be done. Team India has shown us that today. A team led by Manpreet Singh that has overcome hurt, disappointment, illness and poverty to get us this moment. Here are some of the stars of Team India and their absolutely incredible stories.
Poverty, apathy, health, sometimes sheer bad luck. The road to Olympic glory in Tokyo was paved with hurt and disappointment. But while the battle is fought in 60 minutes, the war is fought and won in 4 years. In this case, 4 decades. Leading them into every battle has been their general, who had to fight some of his own battles along the way. Manpreet Singh was raised by his mother after his father developed mental illnesses. She had to work odd jobs to support his family. But hockey for him was always the balm to fight the pains within his family, especially when he lost his father in 2016 in the midst of the Sultan Azlan Shah Cup. He allowed himself a few days of grief and came back to lead his nation to a silver medal. His rise from the ashes mirrors that of his nation. When he joined the team in 2012, it was in tatters. 9 years later, both him and his team are on top of the world.
Yeah, I don't know what to say now, and we will see how the way goes, and we are happy. We are so proud. The boys, they play today.
Another player whose fortunes resurrected like a phoenix is Lalit Upadhyay from Varanasi. After achieving success at the junior level, his career was almost derailed following a TV sting in 2008, after which he was accused of buying his way into the team. He was on verge of quitting the sport, but his family supported him. But he persevered, and after several medal successes in the last few years, the veteran received the highest glory, an Olympic medal.
बस भगवान सही बनाते लेके लोग के मेडल मिल जाए जीत जाए लोगन जीत जाए बस बहुत खुशी है
हम लोग यही इंतजार कर रहे थे कब इंडिया जीते
Hardik Singh may have had hockey in his DNA, but that didn't make his life any easier. Frustrated with the lack of opportunities, he had almost given up on the game in 2017 and was about to move to the Netherlands to play club hockey. Thankfully, a voice within him got him to stay. Today, he couldn't have been more glad.
अभी भी हमको मतलब बिलीव नहीं हो रहा है कि हमने मेडल जीता है। सभी एथलीट्स थे, उनका यही मानना था कि अगर यार सेमीफाइनल में पहुंचे 41 इयर्स के बाद, तो यहाँ से अब खाली हाथ ना जाएं, अब कोई ना कोई मेडल लेकर जाएं।
And finally, the rear guard of the team. If Rahul Dravid is the wall, this man is the fortress of the hockey team, blocking 9 out of 13 scoring shots in the final. He grew up in Kerala, a state known more for producing athletes and hockey players. But he won't give in to the naysayers, even though he couldn't achieve his dream in both 2012 and 2016. Finally, it's third time lucky, and today he's on top of the world, or rather, the top of his world.
And when I was there, I felt like, Trey, you've done hard work from last 21 years. You're doing it. Because I started hockey in 2000, and this is the time, this is the phase you trained for. Just do it.
41 years. That's how long it took for a nation of 1 billion plus people to rediscover its love for its national game. All thanks to the efforts of these brave men. With Nivedita's inputs, Ritangshu Bhattacharya for CNN News 18.
Now, the Indian hockey team's biggest fan, or one of its biggest fans, is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. After their loss in the semi-finals, he had called up Captain Manpreet Singh, encouraging them to shrug off the disappointment and prepare for the next battle, the battle for bronze. Today, he was one of the first to call the team as they won, not just the bronze, but also India's love and respect.
Namaskar, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, आपकी बहुत दुआएं थी सर हमारे साथ. Thank you, sir. सर आपका जो मोटिवेशन था वो काफी काम किया सर हमारी टीम के लिए. थैंक यू सर. बिल्कुल सर. थैंक यू सर. मैं दे दूंगा सर.
Major Dhyan Chand. He was a British Army soldier who defeated Nazi Germany in Germany. But that is not the full story of India's hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand. With him on their side, India won 3 successive Olympic golds in hockey. The Indian hockey team that entered Tokyo this year was ranked number 4 in the world. They had said they will come back with a medal. They have fulfilled that promise, reviving the legacy of the great Dhyan Chand. Here is the story of the legend who has inspired an entire generation of hockey players and hockey lovers.
One man became the face of hockey not just in India but the world over. The glory days of Indian hockey began when this man picked up a hockey stick in Jhansi.
एक चमत्कारिक नाम जो उनकी डेथ के 40 साल में आज भी ध्यानचंद को लोग जानते हैं, भले ही खेलना देखा हो, कहीं कुछ सुना ना हो, लेकिन ध्यानचंद के बारे में पूछें तो कहीं हाँ ध्यानचंद का नाम सुना है.
The world first took notice when the Indian team under Jaipal Singh in its maiden appearance dominated the 1928 games in Amsterdam. Hockey was reintroduced after the exploits of the Indian team on a tour of New Zealand in 1926. Great Britain, champions in 1920, withdrew their entry. In a team largely comprised of British Indians, Dhyan Chand scored 14 goals, including a hat-trick in the final. A legend was born.
दादा ध्यानचंद ने खुद के उनके 3 गोल थे, हैट्रिक थी उनकी, और उस 3 गोल के बलबूते हिंदुस्तान को पहली बार ओलंपिक, नॉट हिंदुस्तान ओनली, एशिया के अंदर पहला गोल्ड मेडल ओलंपिक में जिताने वाले दादा ध्यानचंद उनकी टीम.
This was the prize in 1932. This is as rare as they come. This is Dhyan Chand's gold medal from the 1932 Olympics in Los Angeles. The Olympics, where the 2 brothers, Dhyan Chand and Roop Singh, between them scored 25 goals. The gold was never in doubt. Only the margin of victory was, with just 3 teams in the fray. That domination would face its sternest examination in Berlin 4 years later. Adolf Hitler, with world domination on his mind, wanted the 1936 Olympics to showcase the might of Aryan supremacy. Dhyan Chand missed the preparatory camp as his regiment was set to be deployed in Burma.
ध्यानचंद पहुंचे वहां पर तो उन्होंने कहा टीम वालों ने कि असली कप्तान आ गया. जाफर साहब ने वो अपना कप्तानी पद ध्यानचंद के हाथ में रखा कि नहीं, ये रियल कप्तान है, ध्यान विल लीड द टीम.
As expected, India and Germany faced off in the final. It was a tense affair with just 1 goal separating the teams at half-time. The 2 brothers then took off their canvas shoes and wreaked havoc in the second half.
दुनिया के लिए बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट ओलंपिक गेम्स था 1936 का, बर्लिन का ओलंपिक गेम. तो उसमें जब उनका बड़ा नाम एज ए कैप्टन और एज ए विनर और जर्मनी को हराया, तो तो न सिर्फ इंडिया में नाम हुआ बल्कि यकीनन जितनी भी अपोनेंट फोर्सेस थी जर्मनी की, ख़ासतौर से यूरोप में और बरतानिया और फ्रांस और सब, तो ध्यानचंद एक उस वजह से भी बहुत बड़ा नाम हुआ।
Important to remember the man today who made Indian hockey what it is. On that note, a very quick break. Up next, Ravi Dhaiya's incredible silver medal and an update on India's total medal tally in Tokyo. That's coming up next. Do stay with us. As the Indian hockey team was scripting history today, there was another Indian in Tokyo who was quietly watching on. Wrestler Ravi Dhaiya from Haryana. He lost his final bout but ensured India's 5th medal at the Tokyo Olympics. Our best performance was in London in 2012 with 6 medals, and we are on track to surpass that count.
India's first medal in Tokyo came courtesy the spunky lifter from Mizoram, Saikom Mirabai Chanu. The 26-year-old bagged silver after lifting a whopping 202 kgs in the 49 kg category. And she did this on day 1 of the games.
ये हमारी वेट लिफ्टिंग के लिए सेकंड गोल्ड ओलंपिक के लिए मेडल है, तो मैं बहुत खुद को भी बहुत प्राउड करती हूँ। मेहनत भी बहुत ज़्यादा किया है मैंने ये मेडल के लिए।
After that silver start, India had to wait a week for its next podium finish. There were heartbreaks along the way. Shuttler PV Sindhu didn't make it to the finals, but created history by becoming the first Indian woman to win 2 Olympic medals. Sindhu had hoped to win gold after a near miss in Rio, but had to settle for a bronze and a record instead.
I just thought that, even bronze is a medal where, it's a one-time opportunity, and I got a second chance. And yeah, my coach also just told me one thing that, there's a difference between bronze and the 4th medal. So I think that actually struck me, and I was like, yes, I need to do well and I will do my best.
Then it was time for another dynamite from the Northeast to box her way to the medal tally. Lovelina Borgohain from Assam brought home the 2nd bronze medal. Lovelina went down swinging in the 69 kgs welterweight semis against her Turkish bully in the ring, Busena Surmaneli. Lovelina is the 2nd woman boxer after Mary Kom to bring home a bronze.
आज मेडल मिला यहाँ पे, इसलिए तो खुश हूँ, लेकिन जितना मैंने सोचा था उतना नहीं हो पाया, इसके लिए थोड़ा दुखी भी हूँ। लेकिन मैं सोच रही हूँ कि नेक्स्ट टाइम में और भी मेडल लेके इंडिया का नाम रोशन करूँ।
Here are the other Indian athletes who are expected to bring home medals. Neeraj Chopra scripted history, qualifying for the men's javelin throw final as he breached the minimum qualification with his first attempt. Seeded 2nd in the men's 65 kg freestyle wrestling, Bajrang Punia is making his Olympics debut. The wrestler will face Ernazar Akhmataliev of Kyrgyzstan on Friday. And we can't forget our heroines in blue. The women's hockey team faces Great Britain tomorrow and will hopefully add another bronze to India's kitty. The men's team has created history by ending a 41-year medal drought at the Olympics. Now it's the turn of the ladies. With Natasha Mendon, Anisya Kumar for CNN News 18.
India is 65th on the medals tally in Tokyo. China is leading with 74, of which 34 are gold. The United States of America is next. They have 91 medals, which is of course more than China, but their gold tally is a little lesser at 29. Japan, the host country, is 3rd with 46 medals. With that, it's a wrap from me. Thanks for watching.